I mean, Hunter Biden, at that point, Hunter Biden literally could have had the corpses of children in his basement. I would not have cared.
How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about podcast host Sam Harris saying that the censorship of Hunter Biden's laptop was worth it in the end, because if that censorship allowed Joe Biden to win the presidency over Donald Trump, that's a good deal because we got Joe instead of Trump. Now, I don't care if you are a Trump supporter, a Biden supporter, if you're politically agnostic, you don't care. I don't think anyone who's being honest would say that right now things are going better than they were under Trump. I don't think so. Okay. We have record high inflation. You can't buy a car, a gallon of gas, a gallon of milk, eggs, cheese, beef. You can't buy anything right now because it costs so much. And if you do buy it, I mean, I guess you can buy it, but you're going to spend every dollar in your pocket just for a small amount of things. That's what's going on right now. We also have international issues. We're giving Ukraine $1 billion a day, it feels like. We got issues with Russia, Afghanistan, Iran, and China, and Taiwan, and everywhere else in the world. I don't think anyone who is being honest would say that we got a good deal out of the whole Hunter Biden laptop censorship kerfuffle. Now, before I go any further into it, let's roll the clip. If you want to see this clip without my commentary, I'll link to it in the description, but we're going to watch it here together. This is Sam Harris. Now, a lot of you guys may know who this is. I don't really know a lot about him. So y'all please educate me about Sam Harris and why this guy has a big voice like this.
I mean, Hunter Biden, at that point, Hunter Biden literally could have had the corpses of children in his basement. I would not have cared, right? It's like, there's nothing. First of all, it's Hunter Biden, right? It's not Joe Biden.
Let's pause for a minute. The left, well, the extremists on the left, those that are out in front on the media and things of that nature, the politicians, they say stuff like that. They don't really care what was on Hunter Biden's laptop. He said it right there. He could have had the corpses of children in his basement and it would have been fine. It's no problem. I don't really care. Now, if Trump had a lottery ticket on the ground that wasn't claimed on his taxes, they'd care about that. But corpses of dead children, not really a big deal. That's how they operate.
But even if whatever scope of Joe Biden's corruption is, like if we could just go down that rabbit hole endlessly and understand that he's getting kickbacks from Hunter Biden's deals in Ukraine or wherever else, right, or China, it is infinitesimal compared to the corruption we know Trump is involved in.
Let's pause for a minute right there. Now, what corruption is Trump involved in? What is he involved in? We know about what's going on with Hunter and Joe, allegedly, from the laptop. 10% for the big guy. We know about Hunter Biden's business partners coming to the White House on numerous occasions while Joe Biden was there. We know about Hunter flying on Air Force One. We know about all that. That was something that is not even really up for debate. They were trying, when I say they, I mean the mainstream media, maybe guys like this, Sam Harris, they were trying to censor that away from the American people, but we all know it's true. We all know that it happened. Now, to what extent, to what scope is a different story. When you're talking about Trump, where's the corruption exactly? Where's the evidence of any kind of corruption? And if anyone can tell me that, I'd love to hear it. Let me know in the comments below.
It's like a firefly to the sun, right? I mean, there's just, it doesn't even.
You see his body language? Hold on, let me rewind right quick. You see this right here?
I mean,
it just deep inhale, like a silent inhale. I feel you, sir.
There's just, it doesn't even stack up against Trump University, right? Trump University as a story is worse than anything that could be in Hunter Biden's lap.
Really? Trump University is the equivalent to smoking crack, alleged underage girls, 10% for the big guy. You're talking about international corruption from the White House. I mean, come on.
In my view, right? Now, that doesn't answer the people who say it's still completely unfair to not have looked at the laptop in a timely way and to have shut down the New York Post's Twitter account. Like that's just a conspiracy. That's a left-wing conspiracy to deny the presidency to Donald Trump. Absolutely it was. Absolutely. Right. But I think it was warranted. Right.
So, yes, it was left-wing conspiracy to shut down the New York Post Twitter page because they published a story about Hunter Biden at the 0 hour, October surprise, right before the election. They did that, but it's okay because it was warranted. That's what he's saying right here. It's totally fine. It's warranted. And best believe his view is he's not alone in his view. A lot of people share his view. They say it's okay to engage in censorship as long as we get our desired results.
Right. And again, it's a coin toss as to whether or not
Sam, I'm sorry.
That particular piece.
I'm really sorry. I was the one that said we should move on, but you've just said
it.
something I really struggle with there, which is
the kids in the basement.
No, the kids in the basement. I'm interested in democracy. You're saying you are content with a left-wing conspiracy to prevent somebody being democratically re-elected as president.
Well, no, I'm content. Well, but the thing is, it's just not left-wing, right? So Liz Cheney is not left-wing.
Wait a minute. Let's rewind, because I thought I heard him say specifically left-wing conspiracy. That's what it was, and it's okay. Let's rewind. Let's go back.
To not have looked at the laptop in a timely way and to have shut down the New York Post's Twitter account like that. That's just a conspiracy. That's a left-wing conspiracy to deny the presidency to Donald Trump. Absolutely, it was.
You said it's a left-wing conspiracy to deny the presidency to Donald Trump. Absolutely, it was. And now you say something different.
Well, no, I'm content. Well, but the thing is, it's just not left-wing, right? So Liz Cheney is not left-wing.
And Liz Cheney is left-wing. Just be all the way real. Well, you know what? I'll take that back. Liz Cheney is not necessarily left-wing. Liz Cheney is establishment wing, which at a certain point is no different from the left. When we're talking about the establishment, those who are just down for DC politics, swamp rats, there's no difference between left and the right. When we're talking about those people, there are a few people in Congress that still uphold some conservative principles, still are Republican and seriously, but many of them are just establishment. We're talking about DC. Now, when you go down to the state level, it's a little bit better. City level, much better. But in DC, yeah, the establishment, the swamp, has no party affiliation.
Right. Liz Cheney is doing everything in her power
to prevent somebody being democratically elected.
But there's nothing conspiracy. It's not. It was a conspiracy out in the open. But it doesn't matter if it was. It doesn't matter what part's conspiracy, what part's out in the open. I mean, I think it's like if people get together and talk about what should we do about this phenomenon. If it's like if there was an asteroid hurtling toward Earth, and we got in a room together with all of our friends and had a conversation about what we could do to deflect its course, right? Is that a conspiracy? Like some of
Okay, so that's that clip right there. And again, if you want to see that in full, without my commentary, without me interrupting, the link will always be in the description box below. But that's pretty crazy, Sam Harris. I mean, so you say it's okay to just, like, 0 hour, it's right before the election, October surprise. Here is Hunter Biden's laptop. It's a verified story. New York Post put it out. They are a very well respected, one of the oldest papers in the country, been around since like 1800. Okay, this is not just some National Enquirer. This is not just a guy like me putting a story out. This is a New York Post. They are a serious publication. And not only was the story censored, and, it was a whole big thing from the quote unquote intelligence officials, intelligence experts, 51 of them signed a letter talking about, the Hunter Biden laptop, that's Russian disinformation, all that stuff. Twitter censored them. They were totally just shut down. Even Rudy Giuliani went on Fox News and he was shut down by their host Kennedy, talking about, that's Eastern European garbage. But now we know that the laptop is real. Everything on it is real. Hunter's on there smoking crack. And last I checked, that was illegal. Last I checked, Joe Biden was the one who wrote the crime bill, which punished people for using and/or selling crack. But Hunter can smoke crack, go on Air Force One, and it's totally fine. He could smoke crack, go to Ukraine, get a bunch of money illicitly, and that's fine. Not only is that fine, we give Ukraine more money. Is it a tax return we're giving them? What's going on? This is totally corrupt, totally crazy. Nothing Trump has done or has even been accused of doing is anywhere close to what we see that Hunter and Joe have done together. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? How do you feel about Sam Harris and what he was talking about as it relates to the corruption, alleged corruption from Trump, and what we can see as far as corruption from Hunter and Joe Biden? Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments below. You guys know where I'm at. People that, I'm not sure if it's Trump derangement syndrome, TDS, or if they just are really big proponents of the left or the establishment. I can't really tell which one it is. Maybe it's the establishment, okay? Because a guy like this will probably support Liz Cheney, and Liz Cheney is clearly establishment. That's why she got stomped into wine in Wyoming in her reelection bid in the primary, not even just in the actual voting day, in the primary. She didn't even get a nomination for the Republican Party, got stomped into wine. People like Sam Harris, from what I'm able to see, again, I don't know this guy really. I don't know a lot about his prior takes and viewpoints on certain things. I don't know him like that. But from what I see, he's just an establishment shill, a DC swamp rat apologist, or maybe even a DC swamp rat himself. That's how they operate. That's how they act. And they poison the minds of American people who believe whatever they say. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.